People. Que pasa, suck, pussy, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This part of the video is called Things Come to Bump. We see that all of these culprits that are involved with the SSL, investment company, Ponzi scheme, posing like some sorts of investment, financial wealth company. We see that it seems as if they are getting braver and braver. Everybody are put out a foot. However, everybody is getting shook because most of what they are saying, they are in deep denial. Nevertheless, them are come out little by little. It seems as if them grow some sorts of balls. It seems as if them get some sorts of backbone, some sorts of spine. Hardly so. So we saw that the commissioner of the FSC, the regulatory body, he came out. He tried to explain what happened. That was a disaster. He resigned days later after he realized that he was backed up. His back was against the wall. He was in defense of the criminals, or he did not have anything to say. We saw that that first lady, who is a confirmed criminal, I am speaking about Jean Ann Panton, she came out, she confessed in her statement that she gave to the Popo, the investigators. She named 39 or so victims. However, Usain Bolt's name was not mentioned. She did not say anything about Bolt. People, this is for a reason. I am going to explain the reason later on or further on in the news. We saw that the finance minister, he came out and he also spoke. Pretty much he was trying to make sure that there was no source of panic in the market. However, persons have reasons for concern after about 4 or 5 Ponzi scheme back to back. Nobody get locked up. Nobody get arrested. In this case, nobody so far. We also saw that Andrew Holness, he came out and he was pretty much saying the same thing like the rest of criminals, the like of the rest of culprits. However, he is equally responsible. However, he is equally in denial. We were waiting to hear from the main characters in this, the Krosky and also Mr. Zachary Harding. However, Mr. Zachary Harding, he came out and he made a statement, and people like the others before him, he is also in deep denial. He is trying to make it seem as if he had no idea of what was going on. So people, I am going to let you take a listen, take a look to exactly what he has to say. And then I am going to dissect, I am going to psychoanalyze all the lies and denial that he is in.
Mr. Harding also stated that he was shocked by the alleged confessions that money was stolen from the accounts of SSL clients. He welcomes the forensic investigations and is hoping for full compensation for all those who suffered losses. Those guilty of committing the fraud are also expected to accept responsibility, and he wants additional measures to be implemented to protect against further breaches so that confidence can be restored in Jamaica's financial services sector. Mr. Harding adds that he went to SSL to fix some well-known issues plaguing the organization and to chart the way forward. He and his SSL team at the time reportedly met with several representatives from the regulator, the Financial Services Commission. A special committee was set up to fix all outstanding concerns. In conjunction with the FSC, he said issues brought to his attention as CEO were addressed. Mr. Harding further states that while he was CEO of SSL from 2019 to 2022, it was never at any time revealed nor brought to his attention that clients' investment funds were being misappropriated.
People, let's analyze what this man said. He said that he is shocked that so much money, millions, billions of Jamaican, millions of US, was taken away. People, the FSC in 2016, 2017 said that they were shaking up the books. That means that they were putting out all sorts of false statements. That is pre-him. So therefore, they were stealing while he was there. They were stealing before he got there. And they were still stealing when he left. So therefore, how is it that now he might make it seem as if he was living under some sorts of rock? He is claiming that all of the persons that lost their money should be compensated. He is now calling on the persons, the perpetrators, to take responsibility. He spoke to the FSC, and his company and the FSC are taking all sorts of measures to make sure that this does not happen once again. We have to understand that with these high-profile top choppers, they are the ones that build the system. So therefore, they know all the loopholes. They know all the weaknesses. They know how to manipulate the system, get around. They know how to put in rules and laws, amendment and clauses. That means whenever them get catch, they can get a good lawyer and they can say, amendment such and such. Therefore, my client should be free. Mr. Harding further went on to say that there needs to be confidence restored as it pertains to the SSL. When he came in as a CEO, the top man, he came in to address these problems. He said that he met with the FSC, special committee was set up, and they fixed all and addressed all concerns that they had. He said that in 2009 to 2019 to 2022, as the CEO, he had no sorts of problem that client funds were missing. The word that they like to use is misappropriated. He had no idea. And what is even more damning, he claims that he did not know that Usain Bolt was a client of the company. People, you and I have seen pictures with Usain Bolt and the Hardings, Zachary and Jeremy Harding, both of them, sometimes two of them together. Usain Bolt is a rich man, originally from the country. He did not make his money like they did with family money. However, he got there whichever way, by talent, by his God-given ability. There's something that my grandmother always told me. Do not thief if you can't hide. Pretty much, don't thief if you can't hide. Something more significantly, every thief is a liar, every liar is a thief. Jeremy Harding, Zachary Harding, the Croskeys, SSL, they are both pathological serial liar, serial thieves. Let's talk about how it is that I know that he is lying, that he did not realize that Usain Bolt was a client of the company. This lady that was Usain Bolt's wealth manager, Jean Panton, sorry. You know Jamaica, the mentality of Jamaica. Jamaicans, especially uptown people, They like to brag about their titles. They like to brag about who they know. They like brand association, body association. They like to brown nose. So therefore, in 2010, 2012, whenever Usain Bolt invested his 10 million US dollars in the company, that was always going to be a news article. That was always going to be something, some sort of bombshell, positive, I mean. So therefore, this lady was going to brag to everybody. Message was going to get to the CEO that yes, we got a very big, influential client. Remember, this is Jamaica. Usain Bolt is not only a big fish in a small pond. Usain Bolt is a whale, orca in our little bucket, in our little bucket, in our little jar. So let me put it this way. If Usain Bolt as a Jamaican had invested his money in Charles Schwab, Merrill Lynch, or one of those big investment companies in America, the CEO would have known. And people, remember, America have all sorts of top athletes. Maybe not in the stature of Usain Bolt, because they are making way more money. People are signing contract for $250 million, $500 million, 100,000 on a regular basis. However, none of them are legends. You and I know that Usain Bolt would be a promotional tool, like an ambassador that they did not pay. They would always make reference to Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt is one of our top clients. So therefore, if Usain Bolt trusts us, you can trust us too. It would be the freest and cheapest marketing tool for any company, local or international. How many clients did SSL have that invested 10 million US dollars? Not talking about the drug dealers that are laundering the money in the company along with other company, and yes, they are facts. I am talking about legitimate. Usain Bolt, not only the money would make it be a topic of conversation, his status. You have Michael Jordan, basketball. You have Pele, football. You have Usain Bolt, track and field. You have Wayne Gretzky, hockey. Legendary athletes. Everybody know about them. Usain Bolt name is mentioned on Jeopardy several occasions, several times. So therefore, people, we see exactly what is going on. When this man claimed he did not know Usain Bolt was a client, it is a big lie. He was trying to downplay as if he had zero idea. So people, let me ask you this question, Mr. Harding. Let me ask you this question, pathological liar. When you first left SSL and you went to Delta Capital, Delta Finance, and whatever the name is, you first went and made an announcement that you got $10 million as startup capital. You then announced that you got an additional $12 million as startup capital. If you made announcement on those two, the first one, $10 million, which is what Usain Bolt invested, how is it that that would not be news to you? How is it that that investment was not that significant? People, do not listen to these people. Some just say, we've seen the pictures out there on social media, At no time when you or your brother and Usain Bolt met, it was never a conversation. Him never say, you know, say me invest in your company. Or you never say, thanks Bolt, I heard that you are one of our clients. I really appreciate it. Usain Bolt, I know that you are a man of very few words. This is the time bloggers like myself are defending you, defending Jamaica. You don't have to come out and say, John O. Star, that brother they lie, him thiefy, him wickedy. Just send a cryptic message and just say, boy, some people are easy. Them can't just tell the truth. We will know, quint, who you talk. You need to step up, point blank and period. Now, people, the question that I have to ask is this. Where is Mr. Krosky? Where are the Krosky organization? The same people that was linked to Eagle. The same people that have been setting up all sorts of Ponzi scheme from the 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020, 2023 with it right now. So 4 decades of Ponzi scheme are run through one set of people. That person, Krosky, joined Mr. Harding and they swindled billions of dollars knowingly, intentionally, without a shadow of a doubt. We heard that the top people at the SSL, they are supposed to be interviewed. Now, people, let's talk about Miss Jean Ann Panton denial are not mentioning Usain Bolt, none at all. Let's talk about Zachary Harding acting as if he don't know that Bolt was a client. People, I hope that Usain Bolt has his paperwork. I hope that whoever was managing his affair had the paperwork and not just word of mouth. Official documentations signed and sealed and stamped with SSL stamp, business stamp, because we see where this is going. These people are going to act like they never see Usain Bolt fun. They never know say him a client. Don't know how they are going to pull this off because Usain Bolt is not a madman. Usain Bolt, na SMOKECRACK, or weed with lizard tail, or lace in a mad PUSSPISS. So therefore, he knows where he took his money to. Some want to know how them are going to pull it off, but it just shows you how barefaced, how lie, how wicked these people are. I am going to say something, and people, I mean Jamaica well. However, this financial sector, these investment companies should suffer those that are responsible. The few legitimate ones out there, people, do your homework. Make sure that you do not invest in any of these companies that have any sorts of affiliation. That means whoever was on the board of trustee of SSL, if them go over Sagicor, if them go over Mayberry, if them go over any other company, do not trust them. Do not invest your money. These legitimate companies need to make some sort of statement and say, listen, we have severed ties with these people. This financial sector needs to crash because for the better of Jamaica, they need to start over and revamp. They need to clean house. They need to clear up all of these culprits, these convicts, these thieves, and start all over because we see nobody is accountable. Nobody is taking responsibility. Everybody is in denial. For something to move forward, people have to confess, say, yeah, how we do it. Rid the place of the thieves. You cannot go on with the same thief them because they've been doing that from back in the 90s, and people, you see where it got us. At least 5 or 6 Ponzi scheme from 1990 to 2023, and it is continuing as it pertains to Delta Capital. Believe that. So people, me just say, do not let it get to the point where people get so frustrated, people get so tired of losing money, millions and billions of dollars. People start take for themselves. Don't let people get frustrated and come in on a financial institution and get postal on you, thieving, BITCHES. Do not think that it is far-fetched, because remember, it is not usually the thieves that are going to lose their lives. It is usually innocent people. And if you know my track record, this is called the Black Cat channel. Anything me say, it always manifests. So therefore, do something before something do uno. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. I understand that this might be your grandma's favorite YouTube channel. However, this is not the typical run-of-the-mill mama and papa style channel. This is news with a buzz. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself.